So we got an update review regarding the fluid tripod head that we used for a couple of weeks now, which is the Smallrig Ch20. This is a portable fluid tripod head that enables you to get smooth and very stable shots. I put high praise in it. I was ecstatic about the advanced feature, mostly on the bowl base, which is basically a bearing before the base for the tripod that you can adjust for your panning. However, regarding the main review that we did, there are underlying issues on this fluid tripod head that surfaced and definitely will get you upset if you're on location and you're unable to resolve the stickiness or jittery padding of this device. Let's talk about it. Initially, I thought you can remedy the problem with techniques and revamping your style of shooting to adopt the stickiness panning of this tripod head that featured the panning. I was so engulfed with, the ball base and leveling, which is a big deal. But I would never compromise putting panning, because it's this, if you're not familiar with it, this left and right motion of the camera or vice versa. It did not really work out, regardless of your shooting style to adopt in that stickiness and that, stuff in panning. Maybe you can throw some ninja jutsu in it. I don't know, but apparently this is not enough. It doesn't work. It's not working out at all. So my main purpose of getting a portable fluid tripod head is to be able to shoot run and gun scenarios on the fly, especially this coming month that we are going on vacation. So it's a big deal for us because we're traveling from Baltimore to the Philippines, including layover time. We're talking about 20 to 24 hours travel one way. So I need to be on point on my gears, at least for the projects that I have, which I put a lot of, effort in respect, because I want to be prepared. But you know what they say, always prepare for the worst. This case though, I am prepared. This panning right here does not work. The video head mount plate for Smallrig Ch20, this is not a fluid, okay? I do not want to bring my ever trusted, big tripod head right there. In fact, we're using it in this camera right now, is the Kingjoy fluid tripod head, because it's very big and heavy. It has not given me a single issue with pan and tilt for the past 5 years. That being said, this is the main basis of what a true fluid tripod head should be. No compromise. Smallrig Ch20 is labeled as a fluid tripod head. What attracted me to the new product of Smallrig, it is ball base, like what I said. This feature, basically what it is, it's giving you an advantage of leveling your frame or shot on the fly, and it's great in that aspect. This translates to a lot of saved post-processing time after the shoot, especially on site. It's still great on that department. However, I would not trade the stickiness panning of the ball base versus the main feature itself. This is the most used part, is the pan and tilting. So straight to the point, Ch20 is not a fully fluid tripod head. The panning feature of this tripod head is friction based. It means it relies on friction to dampen the left to right motion, giving you that smooth, hopefully cinematic shot that you're longing for. I did not disassemble the unit just to make a proof or make a point, but it feels like a bearing base right on top of the ball head base itself. Here's the catch. I want a fluid tripod head, a real one. This is the main difference of a jittery panning shot between the Ch20 and my newly acquired older model of Smallrig Ch10. I bought the Ch10 CH20, CH10. Mostly both shared dimensions, weight, features, you know, Allen key wrench with magnet. Spirit leveler, however, on the CH20 is in here. CH10 is inside by the plate. There is no ball bearing in here on the CH10. However, I am not longing for that one anymore, since I used the iFootage for 5 years as well, and it has a bearing down here that you can, you know, it's a monopod, so I can replicate exactly with less issues on the stickiness of the CH20. So this is going back. I do not miss the telescopic handle. First and foremost, it feels like spongy foam. It's cool, but the CH10 handle replicates almost the same as the Kingjoy, except the Kingjoy is bigger. This is pure rubber. Aesthetic wise, it feels smooth and good. And yeah, this is the only thing that I don't like about it. Although it's not a big deal because I'm putting it in a monopod bag. But this CH10 is $20 cheaper on the CH20. And this, my friends, I confirm, is a true fluid tripod head, except that the form factor is so small, which just make it more beautiful. You see some awesome panning shots later on my stuff, and it'll be taken with this guy. So in this actual test, we're gonna show you that this is the CH20, this is the CH10. How I set it up is I have it on a mini tripod, which is I normally use it for when going out, you know, when you're shooting B-rolls and all that stuff. So I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna tap this equally. You can tell that this is a CH20 because it has this telescopic plastic handle that can extend this, you know, panhandling thing for the tripod. I'm gonna gently tap it, going from left to right. You can see that whenever I tap it or move, you can have that stickiness. You can see it. It fights it back before it moves, and that is not acceptable when shooting video. And this is, by the way, all loosened up. You can see it's all loose. It's not like tightened at all. You can almost take this thing out. So this is the tensioner that controls the panning feature. Once again, it has that thing. It fights it because it has tension, but it sticks. There is no fluidity in it. This is the CH10. There is no cut in the shoot. This is the actual test overhead. You know, the angle. Hopefully I can show some transparency. I'm trying to improve a point here. Hopefully Smallrig sees this. And this is the CH10, the much older, cheaper version. Look at this. When I slightly push it, you can see the tripod moving already. Nothing of that jittery. And this is the tensioner. You can see the tensioner. I will adjust. It's not fully tensioned at all. You can see that it's all loose, same as the CH20. But when I gently tap this, I'm not even holding into the end part of it where you typically pan. No jittery. It moves buttery smooth while panning. That is the main difference, guys. Once again, this is the CH20. Let's refocus that one so that we don't miss anything. Pointing it out. Has that thing. It really does stick. It's unacceptable when you are in the field. And this is all loosened up. No tension at all. I'll show you. If I loose all the way down there, I don't want to take it off though. It might fall off onto the tripod head itself, but it has that thing. You can see it fights the tripod itself. So in summary, I would say the CH20 is a great hybrid tripod head, mostly catered for users that likes to shoot photos and videos, but more on photos. The tilting feature is fluid base, no doubt about that, which means the up and down, but the panning feature is not fluid. It is friction based, it's jittery, and you're going to deal with that stickiness, that jittery thing that will just engulf your soul. Maybe not today, but you will face that problem eventually. Now, for the type of shooting that I do, Ch10 is perfect. It has almost the same feature as Ch20 minus the telescoping handle and the ball base feature. The rest is same. I actually prefer like what I said, the handle of the Ch10 versus the Ch20. It's all metal and has a thicker rubber on the end of the handle for the Ch10. Aesthetically, it's more pleasing for me, like what I said. But both tripod head are Arca Swiss type. They're switchable. The main difference is $20. The price of Ch20 is currently sitting at $69. Ch10 is $49. But this is my catch-up review. I must say, if you strictly do video, I would not advise getting the Smallrig Ch20. Thank you guys for watching. Always remember, God is good all the time. This is your main boy. Peace out.